Hi, Kelly. Don Green, DG Digital Services. Thanks for reaching out and mentioning that you want to have a look at having some improvements on your site and everything. So what I will do is just do this courtesy site audit for you on your own site, and um, and then just show you a couple of things that I'd recommend, but basically it's just information that would help you understand what it is that will help get you ranked and things like that. But it's just a really simple overview. And once we have a chat and you actually explain a little bit more, we can educate you on that as well. But this is just a really quick overview to basically give you a really simple education on how Google work and whatnot. So for a start, I don't see your phone number. So if you had your phone number like on this home page here up the top, what would happen is when people search on their mobile devices, which 9 out of 10 do these days, what would happen is that phone number would actually come up on their screen. And if it's a clickable phone number, then all they have to do is just tap that number and bang, they're onto you. But at the minute, you don't have that. So, and generally people are lazy. So if they've got to work too hard to find how to get you by phone or whatever, they sometimes would just prefer to go somewhere else rather than write your number in or find it or whatever. So, and if I look, that's your whole homepage. Okay, so there is no way to contact you from your homepage, which is losing you a considerable amount of business, if I'm being honest. So you do have your contact page here, so that does have that information, your email, etc. This is like a header, this is photo. If you look at like the newspaper industry, just for layman's terms, where they talk about above the crease, like which means like when you fold the paper in half, if it's in the top of that page, the front page, it's got more relevance, it's more important. So I would maybe shrink the size of this, because all it is an image. That's your home page, okay? So we need to shrink the size of this, start getting a little bit of content visible on this, so it can capture somebody's eye straight away. And we could, like see here, this VIP air-conditioned comfort, okay, which it does describe what you get in that car. But with Google, this is like a really powerful heading and keyword for them to look at. So unless someone is writing VIP air-conditioned comfort, they're not going to find that, sort of like it's not useful, basically. So, you might write here limo hire Mandurah or whatever that keyword may be. But then you've got a keyword there, so it's going to attract Google to bring people to this homepage. I see you don't have a drop-down home menu here. So if I was to click on services, well, then you get these, okay? If I just take you over to your competition, which is that Wicked Limo, well, see if you just go over there, see how they have all the drop downs? This is really handy because then people don't have to go onto a whole new page and everything to find the information they're looking for. So, and having said that, even when I do come here, I see like your wedding limo hire, your school ball. I would have a separate page for every one of your services. You know, there's 6 here, plus you've got another 7 there. I would definitely have 13. You'd make this a 20-page site easily, very easily, because of the service that you have. If I just took you back to your competition, you know, you got the Range Rover, so there's another page. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You know what I mean? So then you've got your blogs and everything else. So it does become really valuable because each page has the chance to get content. And this would be the very first thing that I would want to mention to you. Okay, so content, it is, when it's done right, it's powerful, plus the keywords for your industry and your service need to be put on this website, and the homepage needs them. So at the moment, you don't have any content, you don't have any keywords. So having said that, because Google is a business just like you and I, so with Google, when people put in a search, Google do the best they can to get the best information for that end user to make themselves look like the premier search engine, okay? So Google like to have at least 1,000 to 1,500 words of authoritative content on the homepage, okay? And with that, you've got an opportunity to put in 10 to 15 keywords, okay? And they would be the keywords that would be most recommended for your industry, for your target market, for your area, etc. If I just had a quick look at the back end of your site, so to speak, this is a paid tool I use called Ahrefs, and it basically works off Google's algorithms and scrapes the data off the net and brings it all to one place. So this is a global ranking. So throughout the world, it's telling me that you're just over 28 million as a website. This here's the important one to me, the DR, which stands for the domain rating. This is a 0 to 100 rating. You're at 6. So we can definitely help increase that. And it does get harder to get, when you start getting up above there a bit, because like you can imagine Google and Facebook, they're up in the really high 90s. But look at the size of them. So if we can get this to have more power, then that's going to help when people are searching, or when Google's searching thing. It's telling me you have 400 backlinks, and they're coming from 29 different sites, okay? So as a sort of like a go-to sort of average, you should have no more than 7 links coming from any one site, okay? And if you're looking at this an average, that would make it like probably around 210. So you got 400, so you nearly got double the amount. So you've probably got between 10 and 14 links coming from each one of these pages, which makes the pages become a little less powerful. And that's probably why, even so you've got 400, they're not giving you a whole lot of power. It's telling me that you've got 211 keywords throughout your site. Okay. LIMO Mandurah, this section here, the volume, it's telling me that you get 40 searches. Well, not you personally, but that keyword gets 40 searches every month. It's got a KD. This here, KD, it's keyword difficulty, which basically is just saying how hard it is to rank that keyword on Google or for the search engines. And this is a 0 to 100 tool as well. So as you can see, this is a 2. So anything from 0 to 3 is it's a really handy keyword to have if it's got some volume, because it is easier to rank for. There are some keywords that are really high, and you have to throw some money at that keyword to actually get found for it, because it's a really competitive keyword and a lot of people are trying to get it. So it has a higher difficulty of trying to be found for it. But as it is, Limo Mandurah, it has 40 searches per month. It has a 2 KD. It brings you in 15 inquiries every month. Not saying that you'd get 15 jobs, but that phone might ring 15 times. And you are in position 1. Okay, so if someone wrote in Limo Mandurah, theoretically you should be on top of the page. Limousine Hire Mandurah, much the same. Okay, but you're only getting 20 searches. See how this is a 0? Gangsta Limo. So that's saying, that's easy word, and because it's not a popular word, but it is your business, so it's perfect. And you're number one for that as well. And then if you keep on going down, you can see that you have got one position a bit, but that's all your name there, obviously. So when it comes to Stretch Limo Hire Perth, there's 60 searches. See this, the 48 KD. So this word is quite hard to rank easily for, and you're on page 3. Okay, so Superior Party Limousine, 20 searches, easy to rank for, but you are on page 2. Okay, so you can see how it does get harder and harder. You're 300C Limo, you're on the bottom of page 3. So these are the things that, because these are quite easy KDs, that we can make some really good headways and start ranking you well for that. Because your opposition, it's got a lot of pages. They obviously have a lot of vehicles, things like that, and you can see they've got that content I was mentioning, and they have a footer, so it's got information on here which helps them rank in that as well. So this is what I definitely want to do for yours. I'd want to get right out. If you want, you're Gangsta Limo, so you want to be Gangsta Limo. Let's get some really good nighttime images. We'll get some great Perth city images with all the lights, your car going, like maybe even in front of the casino at night at the entrance. Like full on really great photos. And because I did see, like in your gallery, every photo, even so they're decent photos, every photo is during the day. There's no nightlife and all that sort of stuff there, so we could really promote that nightlife, that get out, get amongst it, all the city lights, and have some really great photos, because that car would take a fantastic photo in the city lights and that. So we can definitely look at things like that. This is your oppositions. See, and they're number 1 for quite a lot of things. So, but you know what? They are beatable, so that's not a problem to me. But yeah, we can definitely look at doing some stuff with you. Like I say, this is a really quick overview of what we can do, and just to give you a little bit of a heads up. So if any of this has sparked an interest, or you want to ask questions, or you have a bit of an idea what you want to look at, and we can show you what we can do, definitely reach out. All the details will be on the email with this. So I do thank you for the opportunity to help you out here. So Don Green, DG Digital Services. Have a great day.